Welcome to Life with SCG. I got new fishies. Okay, so before I show you what fish I actually got and what we're doing today, I thought I'd do a quick story time. So, turns out I've been living under a pretty humongous rock because it wasn't until recent times that I really found out who the Neistat brothers were. Anyway, watched a couple of their videos recently, and there was one of theirs that inspired me where he talks about art and obviously people being able to enjoy art but not really understanding, the vision behind it, that sort of thing. Obviously it's artists, doing their thing. And yeah, thought I'd talk about my wall, which I actually completed painting probably about 2 years ago to the day, and what it represents. So apart from the obvious, in my head it's actually titled East to West, and it represents my own journey. So I was born in Brisbane, Queensland, and over to the east we've got our native flora and fauna to Queensland, New South Wales, that type of thing. So fun fact, two of my core memories before leaving Brisbane include Brisbane Lions winning the 2001 premiership, and probably the big one was actually 9/11 because it was a couple of weeks prior to me hopping on my first ever aeroplane solo to do the big move over to Western Australia. So yeah, we've obviously got our Western Australian flora and fauna over this side, so I'm now surrounded by kangaroos locally, and we've got our lovely quokkas over on Rottnest Island. Anyway, probably enough of the story time for now because I need to get a tank built. Okay, so this is the tank that the new fishies are going to go into. So obviously I did have guppies in there. I did have an issue with a few of them dying off. I think maybe the strain, but I have moved the remainders into other tanks. And this is what we're working with. So I've gone out and gotten some more substrate, some more rocks and a plant. Don't know if it's going to work in what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, need to pull all this apart really quickly and get started on the scape. So let's speed run this tank build. Obviously I need to drain it all out first and take out all the existing rocks, which I'm going to reuse. Then I go in and add in some new substrate over the top of the existing stuff, add in some more rocks and the new plant, and then we start to fill her back up again. So she is a bit cloudy at the moment, but that will clear up over time, and I really like the way that it sort of, mimics a natural environment, which is good for the new fishies, which are Australian Desert Gobies. So let's have a look at them here. Here we go, into the bowl. They don't really look like a lot at the moment, but they will eventually get bigger and colour up and, look pretty cool. They're a bit of an oddball fish, but they're meant to be extremely hardy. So I'm excited to see how they go. So that's it for the Australian Desert Goby tank build. So it's pretty simple. Obviously got a couple of mountains of rocks to the side, a little bit like the mountains I've been living under. And yeah, added in the fish, and they're a little bit hard to find. They sort of just scattered around everywhere, but found them living behind the rocks already. So over to this side, here we go. We've got a couple, so I've got 10 of them in there, and they will grow to about 6 centimetres once they mature. This one looks like it's stuck, but they're funny little buggers and just, attach themselves to the glass and whatnot. And here we've got a couple more just perched over here. Oh, focus isn't really working well. There we go. Oh, little guy over there's moving. See, he's not stuck. Happy days. And yeah, that's it for the build. And it cost me less than 50 Australian dollars. So primarily the substrate, which I've still got a lot of the red substrate left over, and the plant cost me $13.50. So hopefully it doesn't die, but if it does, we'll just take it back to Bunnings under their guarantee. Just kidding, Bunnings. I'm not a scammer. Bye, guys. Just realised while editing, Bunnings actually charged me $14 instead of $13.50. So Bunnings, I want my 50 cents back.